Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy GZTV back with another video. And usually this is like a Sunday video, but actually Lil Uzi Vert has just dropped a brand new song called I Know, so I figured I would wait. And I was like, we're going to give these guys this video momentarily after I listen. This is going to be the first one we talk about because this is the track I've fresh off of. We got Space Cadet, which I might talk about here as well. He did drop pretty much 2 tracks in this weekend, which is pretty nice for Uzi fans. I am sort of an Uzi fan myself. I really like to Love Is Rage 2 and Lil Uzi Vert vs. The World. Those are 2 really good records to me. Eternal Attack's pretty good as well. I can find some good things on that record, some fun things that I've never heard before, but I Know is interesting. I feel like we're returning back to the 2016 with the whole releasing stuff on SoundCloud. It definitely gives you that nostalgia. I know it only happened 6 years ago, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid. Space Cadet is not as good. I was kind of disappointed when I heard Space Cadet. We'll just talk about these 2 tracks in a group here. Not the biggest fan of Space Cadet, but then you get I Know, which is apparently like a really big snippet in his music. I'm sorry about the glare in the background. You guys are just going to have to deal with it. Let me move my chair over a little bit so it doesn't get through. Okay, we should be fine there. Move the table closer. By the way, I should have a Twitch stream tonight. Maybe. I might take a nap or something. I mean, I can stay up pretty late tonight. I don't have to work till 1 tomorrow. So I'll give you guys a nice little stream tonight there, possibly. Maybe chilling in a party with some people talking. But, I just wanted to get the GCTV sign in there a little more. But, I Know is pretty good. Some of these tracks are a little repetitive. Most music nowadays I don't really hold with a lot of value compared to like 5 years ago. But it is what it is. I don't really have much to say about this. Sony Digital produced it. So that's really cool. Yeah, what else? I gotta go to the official list here from Rap, the New Music Friday list. So Kid Cudi dropped A Kid Named Cudi on streaming platforms. It's his mixtape, his first mixtape. He dropped it 14 years ago, so it's long overdue, I guess, for a streaming platform release. And I wish Travis Scott did release a Days Before Rodeo and Al Farrell on streaming platforms as well. Shit, we might have to wait till 2030 for that man to do that. Maybe late 2020s. But, Kid Named Cudi, I listened to it. I have a review on this channel, so I'm actually not going to talk about it. I did a review on Steve Lacy's Gemini Rights. We're not even going to mention that in this video, though, even though I already fucking did. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, there were a couple things that came out this week. This video is going to be short, by the way. I'm just going to let you guys know that now. I mean, music was pretty dead this week besides, Steve Lacy and Kid Cudi. We obviously got the 2 Uzi tracks. I just talked about them. They were pretty disappointing to an extent. Joey Badass drops another single, Zip Codes. This is one of his most promoted albums I've seen to date. I've never seen this man drop this many singles. He doesn't seem like a guy that's going to come out here and drop a bunch of singles. He seems like the guy that's going to be like, you know what, I will wait till the record drop to give you guys all new music. But this Friday, he is dropping that album, so whatever songs are new on there, I will be probably reacting in an edited YouTube video, so please have the notification bell on. MF Doom shirt. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. That was extremely random, but I will be doing a video on the album when it drops. I think Lil Baby is going to drop this week or next week, one of the 2. Uzi might drop like 7 more songs on an EP this Friday, I'm predicting. So we'll probably have like 3 edited videos this week if Lil Baby pulls through. I don't know if he will. He hasn't said anything. Obviously, he's been taking the social media break. If you've been watching my Twitch streams, we've been talking about news and hip-hop. Make sure you follow that, by the way. GZTV Live on Twitch, all lowercase. But Zip Codes is actually a pretty good song. It's one of my favorite singles that has come out of the 2000 era of Joey Badass, and the visuals were really cool. He definitely paid homage to New York, to Brooklyn in particular, talking about the Brooklyn Nets, having cameos of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant playing for them. I just thought that was a really cool touch in the music video. And, obviously the promotional at the end, hey, my album's coming out this week, you guys don't want to miss it. So I'm pretty sure we are getting this album this week. I don't know why he'd lie about that, but yeah. Joey Badass, Zip Codes. CMG, the label, drops a brand new label album. I think it is their first album. Yo Gotti's been on fire. He's gotten a lot of momentum out of these Memphis rappers coming into the release of this thing. He's done great marketing, great promo, signing Glorilla, putting all these big rappers on there. I will let you guys know who is featured on this album. This is definitely a team effort. I'm not the biggest fan of it. There are definitely some songs that hit, and honestly, some underappreciated artists on here that had some good parts. Lil Migo. I want to shout him out real quick because I'd never heard of him before this. Then he comes on here, great flows. Some of my favorite flows on the record came from Lil Migo. But you got the likes of 42 Doug, ESTG, Mozzie, Moneybag Yo, Black Youngsta. Kodak Black is a feature on this record. Yo Gotti's on here, of course. Glorilla, obviously. Black Boy JB's on this record. And Lil Migo, maybe I will keep an eye out on him for the future. Coi Leray's on this album. Not much though. They had a couple of singles on this record from guys like 42 Doug and Moneybag Yo, like singles they've had before. They had the NBA Finals promotional song Big League on this. Soon by 42 Doug is probably my favorite 42 Doug song on this album. I don't have a favorite song. I was kind of sitting back. If you know what setting I was in when I was listening to this album, I was kind of sitting back on Twitch listening to this album. So, I don't know. By the way, I'm really tired right now. I don't know if you guys can notice or not, but shit, I'm barely able to stay awake. And don't be surprised if this video is no more than 10 minutes long, because really this week was kind of dead. I only have a couple more things to talk about for real. So, CMG the label. This is their first album, Gangsta Art. Obviously Big League was the big single leading up to it. They dropped Steppers. That was really cool. That was a big old posse cut of everyone coming together. So, not much to say. Rowdy Rebel drops his debut album, Rebel vs. Rowdy. It sounds better to say Rowdy vs. Rebel. But Rebel vs. Rowdy. He's got French Montana on here. He's got 504 in. He's got a big cut with A Boogie with the Hoodie and Jadakiss, which is probably the biggest track on here. I don't really see this guy as a guy that holds that much lasting value to me, but shout out to him. Shout out to New York, obviously. He signed with Sony Music and Epic Records, so that's pretty cool, I suppose. He's definitely done some big things. He's been in association with Bobby Shmurda for years. So that's kind of how most people know him. But this album was okay. The songs I heard didn't really impress me. French Montana coming off of that, one of his best albums to date. He comes on here with some pretty big momentum. He has a solid feature. 504 and Rowdy Rebel, just kind of on a generic drill song. Nothing too special. There were 3 songs on here I listened to, literally 3 of the 17 songs I listened to. So I can't give that much insight. I just wanted to check out who's on this album and all that. But, Lloyd Banks dropped an album. I thought this was interesting. Lloyd Banks has a pretty unique voice. He provides some pretty unique vocals on here. I thought at first Lloyd Banks was like the singer. I don't know why. He might. I don't even know, dude. He's got some of the Griselda members and Conway the Machine and Benny the Butcher up on this album. A lot of classic rap coming out this week. A lot of that old style, and we'll get into some more later. Jadakiss is on this album. Jadakiss makes another appearance on New Music Friday this week. Tony Yayo's on here. Dave East is on this thing. Dave East is pretty respectable. I've liked some of his past stuff. He definitely gets respect from his peers. It's not bad when you sit back and kind of listen to it and not really pay attention to it all that much. It's really good, when you're doing something else and listening to it. That's how a lot of music is nowadays, and that's no offense to anything that comes out anymore. But that's just kind of how it is. You kind of have to do something to occupy yourself, to kind of get in your own zone while you're listening to something. It's just background music. It's just a filter, I guess. I don't know. A sound filter. That's the best way. That should be quotable, honestly, to describe the new music nowadays. Hit Boy dropped a song called Scholar with 24 Hours and Devin Morrison. which I'm not that familiar with those guys, but Hit Boy's pretty big. He's had some great career stints with, Nas and all those guys, making some pretty solid records off of Magic, making King's Disease. So I wanted to check it out. I thought it was okay. It definitely had some, like, early 2010s, maybe mid 2010s, like, gangster rap, hip hop music video vibes to it when I was watching it on stream. It wasn't bad. Lotto drops a new song called Pussy. I don't really want to talk about it that much. Lotto is a decent female rapper. She's not as bad as a lot of people, paint her out to be, but my stomach hurts. Wow, holy shit. 2C dropped a song Love Is. I don't even know why I listened to this song. 2C's really not that big of an artist to me. 2K Baby dropped Rain. I thought that was okay. 2K Baby's had a couple cool songs in the past, so it's whatever. Spot 'em Got 'em dropped to Get Backers. That was a pretty good song. I watched the music video on stream as well for that one. I thought that was a solid effort. DJ Premier, what we're going to get into. I mean, the classic, the 50-year anniversary celebration of hip-hop I thought was really cool, and I liked how he paid homage to all sorts of things. We will get into that right now. DJ Premier dropped a little EP, like a little clip of what's to come for this Hip Hop 50 series, kind of inviting some of the biggest names in hip hop history. I think this is really cool. It's kind of like a hip hop community, a group project almost, people coming together. It's so cool. Hopefully he drops more of these in the future. The songs themselves aren't that good, to be fair. Joey Badass, his song was okay. Remy Ma and Rhapsody making their voices heard on a girl power type of rap track on Remy Rap. Nas beat breaks as the track proposes. They're on a beat break track where you have like only a certain amount of takes to do something, like back in the old days how they had to do it. I don't really know how to explain it, but Nas and DJ Premier, because Nas was kind of a part of that era for a little while until they got into more digitalized music making. Run the Jewels is a really cool feature on Terrible Twos. There's an interesting Drake feature on here, which I'm sure DJ Premier is going to throw so many samples, so many interpolations in here. It's a celebration of hip-hop. That's pretty much what this album is, and this is going to be a series. Might be like a 4-part series and just have so many different hip-hop artists on here. Who knows who could be on here next? We could see Kanye. We could see a guy like 50. We could see Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dre. We could see anybody on here. Lil Wayne and Slick Rick on the last track. We could see anybody. I'm talking posthumous appearances from like Biggie, Tupac, Big Daddy Kane, Redman. Well, Redman's not posthumous, but I'm just naming 90s rappers. You know what I mean. We could see a lot of different rappers. You could see a lot of Wu-Tang guys. We could see like Andre 3K or Big Boy. Possibly Big Boy. I could definitely see Big Boy. T.I., Jeezy. Just different eras just mashing together I think would be cool. Run the Jewels, though, Lil Wayne and Slick Rick was cool. Nothing too memorable about this project as a whole, per se, but it's alright. It's just cool to hear people's voices. Like, there really wasn't a big purpose of this project even existing, to be honest, but just hearing the cameos on here was refreshing, I suppose. That's kind of how I look at it. Omalay dropped an album called Boy All One, I think, and it has a song with Justin Bieber. That's the only song I listened to. I saw Justin Bieber was on the project. I was like, okay, it's worldwide music. Burna Boy's been pretty successful in the past with making this, so I suppose I will check out Omalay's project as well. And, okay, I don't have too much to say about some of these. That's probably going to do it. G Herbo made a couple appearances on like a Foolio album. There's just a couple things. I'm trying to think what else. Let me look through here. Just one moment. A Boogie's been on a couple tracks this week. Dro Kenji. Honestly, nothing much. I don't even know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, that's it. I'm out. leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you liked the video. I mean, it was a little longer than I expected. I probably need to go upstairs and watch the Friday the 13th 2009 remake. I just got done before making this video watching a Breaking Bad episode. I don't think I'm going to watch The Boys tonight. We're going to take another